Hello and welcome to Solent Sports News. My name is Owen Bolger and these are your 3:30 headlines. England manager Thomas Tuchel believes he has a reliable squad who trust each other ahead of their next match against Albania.
I think everyone is treating everyone with respect. The ones on the pitch know that they can rely on everyone who comes from the bench to finish the game. You could see the impact today, and it has to stay like this. We just need everybody fully involved, especially mentally, to accept the decision of the match day.
The Three Lions won at Wembley last night with hot topics Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden both appearing from the bench. Qualified after Game 6, 7 since they last conceded, Tuchel's team travelled to Albania on Sunday in their final World Cup qualifier tie. Cristiano Ronaldo might miss the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The 40-year-old announced that it would be his last major tournament, but a red card in a 2-0 loss to Ireland last night means he is likely to be suspended for its opening 2 games. Portugal will have to beat Armenia without their 20-year talisman to guarantee automatic qualification to the World Cup. Ireland face Hungary on Sunday in a shootout for the final playoff place. AFC Portchester v Fareham is a local derby that has benefited from the international break, pushing elite-level football to one side. It has granted non-league football an opportunity to appeal to a larger audience. We sent some journalists to Portchester to find out just how big the impact can be on a lower league club.
It's the international break, and that means there's no top-level football. However, here at the lower leagues, the ball's still rolling. This is AFC Portchester versus Fareham Town, the local derby.
722 fans braved the horrible weather at the on-site group stadium in Portchester on Tuesday night. The international break provides an opportunity for non-league clubs to increase their attendance. This is because many people who support the so-called big teams still want to get their football fix. And what's better than going to watch your local?
Normally we would hope we get a lot more people in, but obviously with the weather we're having tonight, there's heavy rains predicted for later on, but it's coming early, so we probably could have still got 800-900 if it was a nice calm night, clear night, but unfortunately the weather's sort of against us tonight, so that tends to wipe a few hundred off the crowd. You get the people who might sort of think about going, the sort of floating crowd probably disappear a little bit tonight, so a bit disappointing, but still a healthy crowd in.
The money coming in from these derby days help keep the club running. Many teams at this level rely heavily on the income from their fans spending on a match day. Vice Chairman and Head of Media, Graham Moyer, believes days like this are so important for Portchester.
Yeah, really important. It's obviously one of our biggest home gates of the season. Great opportunity to get people in who maybe don't come to games, but also to get revenue from those, the number of people who come in. So things like the bar and the retail, all those kind of things. This is one of our biggest days of the season.
Non-league football has become more popular in recent years as people slowly turn away from the VAR-ridden Premier League. Graham has said that attendances have increased massively since COVID.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I think people tend to venture out. Since COVID, people have tended to look more locally at what's around them. So our crowds have gone up from, say, 150, 200 for this fixture in the past to, 17, 1800 regularly. So yeah, that really does help when it's not clashing with any other football.
Ewan Minns, Solent Sports News.
Defending Grand Slam of darts champion Luke Littler kept his bid for the world #1 ranking alive with a clinical win over Wessel Nijman in the last 16. His next test comes against Josh Rock, a match that could bring him another step closer to the top spot if he maintains his current form. Michael van Gerwen's early exit at the hands of Danny Noppert also reshapes the road ahead, clearing a potential obstacle and giving Littler an opportunity to take control of the tournament and the rankings. There was no Solent men's hockey team last year. Is that still the case? Well, our reporters went to the Wellington Sports Ground to see how things have changed from last year and whether the side are back playing the sport they love and enjoy. Will Charlton reports.
The men's hockey team are back. After a year out of the game, we went to training and spoke to captain Josh Taylor.
Very good. I mean, we worked really hard trying to recruit some players. Obviously, we don't have the numbers we need, but you know, we're training, we're playing a few games here and there, which feels really good to get back on the pitch. Obviously, we had to decide. We told one of our managers to post it and let them know that we're going to be at Freshers Fair, and just try and pull people, try and get them, even if they've never played before. That's fine. We just want to get a hockey team out and we can coach them in the process. So we did that, and we've somewhat got a team now, so it worked.
The skipper told us how he thinks other sports affected numbers.
I don't really think they have much of a part to play that we don't get numbers. I think it's just a more popular sport in most universities. So a lot of people play football, a lot of people play rugby. So I think there's just a vast majority of people that enjoy those sports a bit more than they do hockey.
We asked goalkeeper Marcus Mansfield about the reason why there was no team and how it's impacting the start of the season.
That was just it, lack of numbers. We've struggled with numbers a bit this year as well. We went away to Bath on Wednesday with 8 players, and as a result we ended up losing 5-0, but we were all really pleased with the performance. And it's one of those games where you can't really take it and look at it as a proper game. I think it's a running theme where if you travel a long way, specifically for uni hockey at this level, you just can't get numbers.
Numbers are still hard to come by, and if you have any interest, why not give them a helping hand? You may find your new hidden talent. Will Cholton, Solent Sports News.
Twickenham looms this weekend for the All Blacks as they continue their tour of Britain. England's assistant coach Richard Wigglesworth is feeling prepared for New Zealand.
Week's gone really well. Lads are excited to play in a massive test match on Saturday afternoon against New Zealand, so prep's been really good. All backs off now, so lads are ready to give it a good rip on Saturday afternoon.
Having won only one of their past 11 meetings with the All Blacks, Steve Borthwick has gone for a changed lineup from last weekend. George Ford starts at fly half as he seeks to bury memories of a crushing defeat in 2024, where a failed 78th minute drop kick cost England the game. England have brushed past Fiji and Australia to remain unbeaten so far this autumn. It's fair to say hope is high for the Red Roses as they go for their first win against the All Blacks since the Rugby World Cup semi-final back in 2019. Our reporter Yuvraj is live from Twickenham with the latest build-up.
So the weather isn't great, but I am outside the iconic Allianz Stadium where tomorrow England go up against the mighty All Blacks in one of the most anticipated clashes in the Quilter Nations series. Joining me now is one of the most renowned rugby writers in the country, Charlie Morgan from The Telegraph. So Charlie, how big is tomorrow's game in terms of the magnitude, in terms of the hype, in terms of the history between the two sides? How big is it?
It's huge. It's not just, as you touched on there, it's not just the prestige of this fixture being the All Blacks and being England, clearly two very proud rugby nations, but the context of where both sides are on their journeys. It's the All Blacks' last game of their year. England have one more after this, but they're on a run of 9 consecutive games, and it feels like they need this one to really consolidate their progress and show how far they've come over the past 12 months or so.
England last beat New Zealand back in 2019 and before that in 2012. So there's obviously a mental block for them against All Blacks. How do they conquer that tomorrow?
Well, this is their chance to show that they can get over that. You're right to say that it certainly feels that way, because they had 3 games over the course of last year, all of them coming down to the wire, all of them decided by a score, and all of them decided in the last quarter of the last 20 minutes, in which England didn't score a single point, which is quite a remarkable sort of stat and a real target for them to get right. They've worked towards that, and they want to show that to be thought of as among one of the best Premier sides in the world, looking forward to the World Cup in 2027, they can win these sorts of games.
A player from each team who you are looking forward to tomorrow?
Oh, great question. I think it's a really big game for Guy Pepper, blindside flanker for England. He's been trusted with 3 starts in a row, and this is clearly a huge compliment that he's going again in the same position. And for New Zealand, how about Cam Roigard, the scrum half? He just elevates the way the All Blacks play. They look like a different side and far more assured side when he's playing.
huge game tomorrow, as you said. What would it mean for England to win this, and what would it mean for Steve Borthwick and England's World Cup chances in the 2027 World Cup? How big would it be?
Well, I think it would be significant. I think it would be it would inject confidence. I think it would make them. I think it would make other sides maybe take them a little bit more seriously. Not that they don't already, because they've shown themselves to have made progress. It's interesting that they're saying that they're very much saying it's part of their journey, and they don't feel like it was a moment of truth. It was the words that Maritoji, their captain, used yesterday. But I do feel like it's significant, and I do feel like it can be a real step forward, both just as far as how they view themselves, even that they can win these games and they can put down markers like this. Yeah, it would be a pretty significant result, I feel.
Thank you so much, Charlie. Hope we have a cracker of a game tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you so much, Yuvraj. Elsewhere in the Quilter Nations Series, Wales are looking to come back from their record-breaking defeat to Argentina. They play Japan tomorrow for the third time this year. So far, it's 1-1 as both teams scored big wins during the summer, but there's something even bigger on offer this weekend for Wales. They hope to end a run of 10 successive home international defeats in a raft of changes for Steve Tandy's side. Winger Louis Rees-Zammit is back in the starting lineup for the first time since his return to rugby. Changes to the high tackle laws have started many debates in the sport since the most recent rule change. In 2023, this has affected all levels of the game, including Solent Rugby and the Bucks Leagues. Max Freeman went to Test Park to find out the impact the laws have on the side.
It's affected the game across the board. The changes to high tackle laws in rugby mean that tackles like Lou Diaga's against France from TNT Sports are now deemed straight red card offences. Solent Rugby and the Bucks game are no exception to the new rulings, having to abide by the laws to ensure player safety. The new laws came into effect at the start of the 2023-24 season, with the legal high tackle limit lowered to the base of the sternum. However, this has led to a 41% increase of yellow cards since 2017, which marked the start of high tackle implementations. Head coach Liam Thorne talks about the impact laws have had on his team and its difference between experienced players and those new to the game.
Been a massive impact because some of the lads are still getting penalised for it, and then we still get some yellow cards, which is a bit irritating, but again it's something we need to adapt to it because we don't want to keep getting penalised and get more yellow cards from it. So, well, the lads are more experienced to it, they can easily adapt, but then it's more easier for the new lads who've never played rugby because it's just a normal rule to them. They're like, oh, okay, it's been a change, it doesn't matter. But to the lads who've been playing for a bit longer, it's a bit more effort for them to drop their height a bit more, even though they're more experienced, but they just need to lower the weight, lower the height and they'll be fine.
Head physio of the team and twin brother to Liam, Cameron, offered advice to any players looking to protect themselves from injuries to the neck and head.
Well, you always kind of get that foundation from you, like when you're young, is go cheek to cheek, which is always a good fundamental basis. Protection of wearing a mouth guard, wearing a concussion, like scrum at, that'd be a very good kind of like in the base of like just give that player that like internal confidence of tackling and like reducing their rate of getting concussed if they've got that scrum hat on them.
With the changes in its third season, we will see if Solent Rugby and the professional game can continue to adapt to the new laws. Max Freeman, Solent Sports News.
The Solent Redhawks American football season is underway and a lot is riding on the upcoming game against Surrey University this weekend. Our reporter Ben Lester is joined by a few of their players for their thoughts on the season.
Thank you very much, Owen. I'm here with cornerback Sam Booth and wide receiver Ruben Morris. So, boys, how are you both doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Awesome. So on Sunday, it was an unfortunate. Unfortunately, you lost 12-6 to Royal Holloway. What are your taken from the game? Like, what would you say? Like, what?
I say it was a very positive start. I think as a rookie, for me, it's being my first game. It was a very positive start to the season. Although we didn't win the game, there are lots of positives for us to look at and things to work on, which we have done in training. And I think there's a lot of good takeaways we can take from this.
Yeah,
overall,
I think I think we applied a lot of good fight. I mean, we stayed in it. We kept it close for the entire game, and I think we worked hard with it. But unfortunately, didn't get the outcome that we wanted. But yeah.
So obviously this Sunday you're facing Surrey University, who media outlets say are the 4th best team in the division. How would you say you'll be up against them? How would you say your team will be ready?
I think we're looking better. I think we're looking strong. The morale seems good with all the lads. And I mean, Surrey are obviously a very difficult team. I mean, going off it last year, they were difficult games and difficult team to play against. So hopefully we can stay strong and we can keep up with what they're doing and play well.
Yeah, I mean, again, as a rookie, first time coming up against Surrey, I think no matter where you're on the table, anything can happen. We've been really strong in training this week, and I think you just have to look forward with a positive spirit, which we all have at the moment, and just say, let's stick to our basics, do what we can, and we'll see what happens.
Awesome. And obviously, going back to last season, it was an unfortunate result of 43-6. Obviously, what does your team take away? How have you done things different this year to make sure it doesn't happen again?
I think it's more just a focus on staying tight. Obviously, 43 is not a great amount of points to give up. As a defender myself, I think the aim really is to go out there and keep it so that we can kind of just keep it close and not give up as many points as that, so we can make sure that we have a decent chance at getting a result out of it.
One of the last questions. Your season's looking quite tough. You've got Reading in there, you've got Chichester, you've got a lot of difficult teams. So what is your aspirations for the rest of the season?
I think our aspiration for the season is for me, I think personally, it's to enjoy myself and play the sport for the first time fully through a season, get a few touchdowns, and as a team, I think to play with a positive mindset that I don't know if we had as much as last year, and to see what we can do. Yeah.
It was a difficult season. I think this year I want to go into it, get a couple of wins on the board, and hopefully, if we can go into playoffs. If not, just get some wins on it, go onto a positive note for next season, and yeah.
Awesome. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you so much, guys. Rory McIlroy is rumoured to be joining the UK's esteemed list of sporting knights at the end of next month. Having won the Ryder Cup and the Masters so far in 2025, his total number of career honours has risen to 44, including 5 major championships. After carding a 66 in his opening round in Dubai, McIlroy said it would be a very proud moment in his life if he were to receive the honour. Ahead of his rematch against Chris Eubank Jr. tomorrow, Conor Benn has opened up about a traumatic experience in his childhood. Benn has shared that his school deemed him to be possessed by demons. The boxer, then 12, attended a fundamentalist Christian school in Spain. He said, looking back, it's pretty evil waking up in the morning and not knowing whether the Antichrist was here. Elsewhere in boxing, Joseph Parker has failed his drug test and faces a possible ban. He was found with traces of cocaine in his system on the day of his fight with Fabio Wardley. The suspension could range from 3 months to 2 years. To basketball now, where Solent women's team have had a flying start to the season. But how can a month's break affect their momentum? Harry McBain finds out more.
When you're winning, momentum is key to keeping that positive feeling going. But what if you had to wait weeks until your next match? This is the exact issue that faces Solent's women's basketball team, who, after an undefeated start to the season, don't have a game until December. Player Melanie Garcia is proud of their season so far, with team spirit at the core.
We are close, we're really close. Compared to other sports, I think we're pretty close. We always try and do stuff together, we always try and go out together. I think everyone is playing really, really well. Everyone has developed really well. We all play as a team, which is really great.
But following their last win against Exeter on the 5th of November, they're having to wait a month until their next fixture away at Plymouth. Melanie believes that the team and their coach, Elliot Goddard, have put a lot of work in over the past year and thinks their bond will be able to help them to keep winning.
The season went really well. Last season we had a lot of time to practice and do the drills and everything, so we got a lot better. We just have to keep training as much as we can. Whenever there's shoot the hoops or anything extra, we try and do that as well. And for the team, let's just keep going where we're at and hopefully win the season.
So what kind of challenges do you think you might face in this upcoming match?
I think match fitness definitely, because it's been a month out. But we'll just try and do our best, and since it's an away game as well, it'll be pretty hard. Always keep the same momentum of a game, so train as hard as you can and just try not to lose the spirit.
So with a month to go, Solent women's basketball team are hoping that with hard work at training, the ball can stay in their court and win yet again. Harry McBain, Solent Sports News.
Our reporters Bo Brown and Shay Lucas are in Oslo at the moment, following a huge night for Norwegian football. Bo joins us live to give us the overview from the delighted locals.
I'm outside the Oslo Opera House. 10 miles from here last night, 2 goals from Erling Haaland and Alexander Sørloth secured Norway's first World Cup appearance in over 25 years. We caught up with a fan for some immediate reaction.
So a great result for Norway last night against Estonia. What was your thoughts on the game?
It's amazing. It's like 25 years of curses over. So absolutely very good game.
Amazing. So how far do you think you can go in the World Cup? You've got a good squad?
Yeah, attacking wise we got a good squad, but the defense is a little disturbing. So, but like maybe 16th state final or something. Yeah, so we'll see. Anything is possible with Haaland and Ødegaard and Nusa, and yeah, so
exactly.
Yeah, so
other than the big names like Haaland and Ødegaard, as you mentioned, who's a player you think we should watch out for?
Nusa and Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. And who do you think was your man of the match last night?
I gotta say Haaland. Yeah, but also like Alexander Sørloth, also very good. So it's a tie between Sørloth and Haaland.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
What a result for Norway, and what a tremendous hat that was as well, Bo. Thank you so much, guys. The ex-Saints charity Southampton Legends have made a return. They hosted their most recent fundraising event at the Hook Pub in Warsash this week. Former stars Matt Le Tissier and James Beattie greeted eager fans, ready for a night full of entertainment to raise as much money as they could.
Le Tissier, brilliant! Brilliant goal! A brilliant goal! What an answer from one of the great mystery talents in the English game.
They may have finished their playing careers, but for Southampton's former stars, they are still helping out into added time. The ex-Saints bring together past players to raise money for causes close to home, from local hospices to local football clubs across Hampshire. Having raised over £100,000 since 2008, what these ex-players lack in pace, they more than make up for with their passion for raising money for their charities. And tonight is no different, as now these club legends are turning memories of the past into hope for the future. Just round the corner at the Hook Pub for their latest event. And their most prolific player of all time, Matt Le Tissier, was very quick to want to talk about the charity.
Yeah, so our ex-Southampton players, we throughout the year we play quite a few charity football matches. We do a golf day, evenings like this when we do in little pubs, little quiz nights and question and answer sessions. And I think it's a big part of the football club that you have that connection between the fans and the players, and I think that's always been important to me, and that's something that I've loved to carry on doing even after I retire.
Not only was there a quiz, but there was also a chance for a Q&A where the players would answer the fans' favourite questions from across the years.
Name the top 2 goal scorers of all time.
Pub owner Harriet was also very quick to want to talk about the benefits, not only for the charity, but also for the local community.
Oh, it's been brilliant. Everyone's been so excited to see
Matt, James, and all the players. It's really great when the club gets busy like that and everyone's excited for the same reason. But equally, yeah, it gets our relatively small village club, known to a lot more people, and it really helps us out as much as it helps out, the fans of the footballers and the charity.
Although their playing days are over and they may have hung up their boots, these ex-Saints players show the community will always be a part of them.
Southampton's search for a manager might have come to an unexpected end. Caretaker manager Tonda Eckert is expected to be given the job on a permanent basis after winning his first 2 games in charge. That's as many as former manager Will Still managed in the opening 13 matches of the season. Eckert would be taking his first role in senior management at just 32 years old. The Saints play Charlton Athletic after the international break. The identity of the unknown Welsh talent on the way to the South Coast has finally been revealed. It's no Saints footballer, but some would say it's even better. Yes, it's producer Evan Roberts' mum who has made the long journey down for the weekend in a fantastic piece of news for Southampton. That's all from me today. Don't forget you can keep up to date 24/7 on our website. That's solentsportsnews.com. Join us back here next week for more sports news. Thank you and goodbye.